What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Chinacat show, and Intel is fucked. Um, yeah, um, I'm sure it's been all over YouTube. I'm not even going to emphasize how fucked Intel is. Um, for everyone that doesn't know, who's not like a computer nut like me, or you know, or made their own computer or built them. Intel is a company that they made GPUs. They weren't that good. But they make CPUs, which is little chips go in a computer, and that's like the brain that runs the freaking system. Well, I guess the last two gens have been the core. Okay, each CPU has a certain number of threads, which are cores, and each one runs at a certain thing. If you see over here, seen the video. I'm not trying to copy him. It's the only way to freaking explain this to anyone that don't know what they're talking about. See over here, my screen. I have three screens. This one, that little thing up here, is the CPU, the temperature. Well, CPUs run hot. Usually, most people they use Celsius because it's the universal. Everyone uses Celsius. I know us people from America, we use Fahrenheit, but look, I use Celsius for that because, again, I mean, I could ask somebody in Canada about a problem I'm having that I can't solve. Or I could ask somebody from Spain or Italy or even the fucking UK, and everyone would get it. Oh, okay, yeah, no, 50 Celsius. Mine runs a little hot at like 48 Celsius only because I have i9, but mine's 10th gen. Still runs really freaking hot. Like I have to undervolt. Even this one I have to undervolt, which is not drawing so much power to the cores and threads. So okay, the best example. Hopefully that didn't screw up this. If you ever go to Task Manager, Control Alt Delete, it solves all problems. All problems, which is not true. Um, yeah, I'm going to show you this. See this? This is what you call the Task Manager. And even with this over here, this can tell you a lot of things. Okay, so you can tell I have the Intel Core i9 10th gen, the 1085. And it's usually running at about 3 gigahertz. So these right here, threads, mine have 4,576 threads, which is not true. But there's so many cores in there. What's going on with Intel is the fact that a bunch of those freaking threads and stuff burning out. It's like, each one of them, okay, this dude from Pirate Software, his name's Thor. He explains it better. Each one's like a house. And one of the house might catch on fire and a bunch of shit dies. Well, that's what's going on with these. For a normal processor, full handling full speeds for actual games or virtual machines or video editing and stuff. Like you need using a lot of data than if you're using it for a freaking Warzone or Fortnite. You don't need anything that great. Like even my stupid system, I'm running at 1060. It's a Asus 1060. Yes, you could be like, but Mike, that's like close to 10 years old, dude. I play Counter Strike. I play Nicely Old Republic. The second one, yes, I'm playing that. I play Fallout. I still go back and play Fallout 2. And I have Starfield. I'm actually playing Dying Light 2, which has been awesome. But again, it runs fine. I mean, yeah, I'm not getting 60 frames per second, but I'm getting about 55. It's pretty good. I mean, I'm not going to complain. But I mean, if you ask me, would you use your system to run like a AAA game? Probably not. Oh no, I probably have to upgrade to a 30. I mean, I'd say a 40, but I mean, the 50s are coming out just probably this year. I think either this year or next year. And at that point, I mean, never buy a new GPU. You're gonna have to put a new RAM in. And now that all these Intel chips are burning out, like, go Ryzen, man. It's time to switch over. Like, I've been using Intel for a couple years now. I usually use my go-to. Same thing with like my GTX or use it in, the video or something. But I think it's time to switch over. The only other reason is because when you have, I'm not running Linux at this moment, but in the future, it's going to be, I'm not going to Windows 11. So yeah, a lot of people, yeah, the cores are burning out. People are having games crashing, and when you spend $800 on something that, like, even mine, like, I mean, you expect to have that for years. And you have like one year, and like, you can't even play fucking like Counter-Strike. I mean, you can't even play fucking Red Dead Redemption. Well, you can, but like, I mean, if you're, it's mind-boggling. And I guess a lot of stocks for Intel went down. Look, I'm more of a software person, not hardware, but I do know my way around. I did build this myself, like from scratch. I didn't get pre-built. I didn't go that route. I pieced everything together until I got something that is my workhorse, and I'm happy with it. It does everything I need. I'm sure it's not up to what some of the greatest systems out there, top of the line. You can run anything and run 3D editing, and I don't need to do that. I make these stupid videos. I live stream games, and I watch stand up. I really don't need much. Yes, I am going to get new RAM, but yeah, Intel, man, that's crazy. But I kind of want to rant about that for a little bit, because being someone who loves computers a lot, and I'm not involved in the computer community, but I do watch some people watch people chop food, some people watch mixing concrete. I watch people build computers. That's like I fall asleep to that. So yeah, I should say I'm kind of a nerd, or talk about comic books. But yeah, I just want to bring that up because a lot of people in the YouTube community and stuff is bringing up about Intel. And again, most of us all have computers. A lot of us were in Intels. Thank God for the people at Verizon's. Like, I should have thought about it. When there's a story behind how I got the motherboard and the Intel, the i9. But I was thinking I should get Ryzen, because I feel like, even though they fucking hard as hell, they're not hard as hell. There's a couple commands for Linux. Because for me, like, I'm actually more of a Linux person. I'm only using Windows because I live in an apartment complex. And dude, like, every day I have somebody knocking on my fucking door asking me something stupid. And it's just easier having a Windows operating system. I can just do it quickly. It's not like I'm like, oh, wow, I'm running Linux and I have to do a couple extra things to maybe help them out. I mean, it's not really that bad. Usually I just tell them, save the shit you need. I just reinstall everything. And I go back in the BIOS and do a couple of tweaking, and usually they're good. But it's just easier when you're making like a startup disk or something like that. That's the only reason why I still have this fucking Mac over here. It's my buddy's down the hall. Only reason, because I need a Mac laptop, and I can make the startup disk, and then he has El Capitan, and fortunately Mac has a different format for the startup disk. So instead of being like a FAT32, there's something different. And yes, I know someone out there is like, well, Mike, you could just make a virtual machine with Mac on it. It's like, yes, I know. You ever done that? It's not just, it's not like making a Linux virtual machine. It's not just, it's pretty easy, just, juggling stuff. No, dude, those you have to go, you got to drop files, flash it. It's, sure, it is worth it. And as somebody who do make videos, I should probably have a Apple that I can use like a couple of things for, again, video editing. I hate Apple, but I can say they do have very good software for that. So, yes, I know I can do that, but man, sometimes it's just, it's not like I got millions of people watching me. I got like maybe 30, 40, if that. So, yeah, I get it. But on to the show. I just want to throw it out there. Intel's fucking up. A lot of people have been talking about it. Shit's been going on for years, and it's now finally coming out. And tell you the truth, man, it should come out because, again, I mean, you spend $600, $700, $800 on CPU and you expect to have that for like, give or take 7, 8 years. You should get your money's worth, and if it's burning out within a year, or for some games that like, I can't remember the other game I was kind of watching. I was like, why is that burning out? That game's like a couple of years old. That's not okay, man. You got shit like GTA 6 coming out. Just a whole bunch of like really like heavy. It's gonna be, you need like probably 32 gigs of RAM at least from some of these new games. So yeah, and if they're CPU heavy, then GPU, it's hopefully it takes a load. But reason why I don't really play AAA games that much. If I do, I like PlayStation, I know. But yeah, on to the show. So yeah, it's been a pretty decent, good week. I did have 2 health issues that I had to get fixed. I do have, I got bad skin. I'll just say that. And I do break out with rashes and stuff just from like dry air and stuff. I get that taken care of. I think it was a Friday night. Yeah, I went down, grabbed some buffalo wings down the bar down the street, have a drink. They have a Rush pinball machine plus a Neo Geo, which I don't think that wasn't working. Then yeah, I just had this quick, seemed like a twitch, but then now like I think I had like a really quick seizure. But the doctor's not worried about it. I guess it happens to people, but I'm okay, still alive. But yeah, with that, saw Deadpool like that. Yeah, and I like made chowder for my girlfriend and her daughter. They enjoyed it. That was cool. Went to Buffalo Wild Wings the other day, and that was fun. And not gonna lie, man, the hottest hot sauce I had, I underestimated. I was like, actually, it was pretty fucking hot. But it was tasty. I wouldn't say ghost pepper hot, but definitely had some heat in it. So that was pretty good. I still have buffalo tater tots in there. I'm gonna heat them up after this. Kind of hungry. Gotta have something to eat. Put some protein in my body. But yeah, no, on to the show. There's some good. Found a couple of funny things. I gotta go back on this. I was trying out a new setting on my computer, and I kind of really don't like it. So, but yeah, so Oakland, man. Yeah, a meat mess on the freeway, as in like a whole bunch of chicken parts and stuff. Yeah, I fell on the I 888, 880, the I 880. That's how you say it. Yeah, I fell, and we're just gonna watch the video. Grizzly gridlock, guys. What are you doing?
Tarp,
There we
which
go.
has led to some pretty gruesome spills across the country. But first, let's introduce you to the man who helped track down the company responsible for that.
But
Oh, wait,
but
this
a
is becoming a
warning,
conspiracy.
some of the video we are about to show you is disturbing.
Well, tonight a national traffic safety expert is weighing in with her concerns of allowing a
cook ground
large
beef?
commercial
How is that
truck
disturbing?
to transport raw animal parts covered only with a tarp, which has led to some pretty gruesome spills across the country. But
Yeah, no,
first,
that's
let's
not
introduce
good.
you to the man who helped track down the company responsible for that grisly gridlock.
You gotta understand, when it comes down to transportation and food, and I'm not saying that this is possibly food related, or like, they were going to be like, hey, we're gonna make like steaks or ground beef or something, or dare say hot dogs or something, because usually the leftovers is usually thrown into like a hot dog. You can't be just transporting your those pieces of food product on a freaking dump truck covered with a tarp. It doesn't work that way. Yeah, you can't do that. So like I said, I didn't really read this. I thought maybe it was just a meat truck carrying a bunch of like going to a grocery store, a bunch of like meat packages fell on the, and all of Oakland was gridlocked because of. But yeah, no, it sounds a little bit more serious. But like, why the hell are they transporting
what he was
meat
about
parts?
to drive into when he left his Oakland office at the end of the workday.
Oh,
my God,
man.
is that meat?
His dash cam was rolling when his
Ah, it looks like
routine
chicken
trip
wings.
home turned into a stomach-turning trek through animal parts, mounds of it, piled along all four northbound lanes of
It looks
Interstate
like
880
it came
in
from the
Oakland.
butcher.
I thought it was tomatoes.
Just
Tomatoes.
raw.
I really did. I thought it was a
Buffalo
truck that was
wings.
carrying tomatoes.
How soon after that did you realize what it was?
Seconds. You could see that it was some flesh. Not to be gross, but my car was covered in it.
The spill
Shit,
stretched
dude.
300 feet,
Oh my
caused
God.
at least 4 accidents,
Look,
and
that's
created
something
a
I'll
traffic
do.
jam for hours.
Oh, here he is!
John eventually caught up to the truck and recorded the license plate, which is how law enforcement found the company.
Dude.
They blame Darling Ingredients for the mess. The business transports animal byproducts to its plants across the country in order to make fertilizer and fuel. As we first told you back
Oh,
in
that's
June,
fucked.
Darling Ingredients has left behind similar messes in other states. In
Alright,
the town of Clinton, North Carolina, just south of Raleigh,
Just out of respect for a lot of other people who are probably vegan. Trust me, I don't agree with you guys, but I was just gonna cut that off there, man. So they would, man, that's brutal. Yeah, they look like something straight out of like playing like Doom Eternal or something, like in the bowels of hell or something. Jesus. And why did it took so long for like somebody to? I mean, don't most highways have like cameras on them? Like even like the stoplights down by my house they have cameras on them. You blow that light, man, they send you a ticket. Shit, that's nuts, man. I thought it was like, they end up, coming from the butchery to the store or something and get a whole bunch of like chicken wings and, ground beef thrown away. But it's kind of brutal. They were using it for fertilizer. It's 5 o'clock. Cheers, guys. That's brutal. Shit. And like, damn. So actually, I'm gonna skip that this next article only because, look, man, I watch a couple of people. They do like Hanson, what's his name, the dude that does To Catch a Predator, and there's, I guess, certain words you have to be very careful about blanking out because it triggers people, which I get it, but I'm also a person that likes, freedom of speech. But yeah, for the sake of the other people, we gotta skip over that. But it was, I guess, Louisiana is taking people that do gross things to, and they gotta castrate them. So, and I totally agree with that. Shit, let me do it with a sword. But yeah, what the hell is this guy? What does JD Vance have? Oh, okay, this is nothing political. It's just the fact that I guess he said something about childless cat ladies. To tell you the truth, man, like, might as well just stay a childless cat lady. Children kind of suck. Okay, so yeah, some people, dude, Trump's running mate supposedly said something about childless cat ladies leading the country, which came under widespread. Well, but it's not telling me what he said. I tell you the truth, man. I think I'd rather much have a cat than a child. At least cats, they do their own thing, you know. As long as you feed them, you pet them once in a while. Usually they're pretty good. Children, man, you know, they're usually kind of useless until about 18. And then it's like, oh, you can go get a job now. It's a joke, but I don't hate children, but it doesn't even, he just said childless cat ladies that run the country. To tell the truth, I kind of agree with that. Yeah, I'd rather have a childless cat lady run the kid, because at least they can pay attention to the country. You have a kid, you can't pay attention to that. So use that little shit's running around doing something stupid. I love my kid. I don't like anyone else's kids. You know, I do with mine. I don't want to do with yours. But yeah, I guess his ex-wife was complaining about that. Why is that even? Who cares? So what? He made a joke about childless cat ladies. Why is this even in the news? I don't understand it. Like, I want to show you guys, but it's not even worth it. So I'm sitting here, keep going, and it's like, I mean, it's a sarcastic comment. Yes, it was a sarcastic. You guys can't take a sarcastic comment. Man, this lady for the NBC News literally made what seems like a 4-page document about one dude talking about childless cat ladies. And this journalism? We literally went to the place where the only journalism we can do is, hey, let's call this dude out because he made a cat lady comment. I was like, I really hope she never like watches anything I say, because you could probably make like a 10-page thing about the things I say. And I probably just say even more wacky shit. Probably start making fun of you. Like, I got anything better to do? I was like, did you like, you can't find anything to say about this man besides, I mean, I don't even know a guy, to tell you the truth. I mean, he just popped out of the blue after the whole assassination thing. And I was like, oh, well, kind of has a funny looking face, but I mean, I don't really know much about the guy. And then I heard about the whole couch cushion, and then now him talking about cat ladies. And I'm like, is that it? I mean, if that's all it is, I mean, I'm not that worried about him. If you were like, oh, you know, he was Hitler's best friend, I mean, the guy was a jerk. Yes, I made a Norm MacDonald joke. But, I mean, then I'd be like, yeah, no, I don't think I trust the dude. But this, yeah. Shit, man. Man, I think it's going to be a short one today. I think most of what I had to say is about Intel. And then the Florida segment of a dude belly flopping on TV, which, super Florida, man. You know what, let's move on to that. It's a little bit more entertaining. Oh, man, look at that. You know, yeah, we need stuff like this. You know, I usually try to do Florida men that like screw up and stuff, but sometimes it's good to see somebody, you know, making people laugh. You know, like I said on my Facebook, you know, making somebody laugh even for a few seconds. You know, you never know how that changes somebody's day. So, you know, crack a joke or something. But this, is there a video for this? Please, no. That's just fucking, man, commercials, dude. It's like, you know, YouTube. I actually pay for YouTube. I know how pathetic that sounds, but yes, I do spend the freaking the $10 because I don't like commercials. I really don't. That's why, you know, I stopped watching Netflix. Because even when you pay like $13, you still got freaking commercials. They brought up the price. Now there's like, well, you know what, commercials? $20 a month. It's like, you know, I could just go on like Put Locker and just watch it. And I'm sure they will be like, that's piracy. It's like, I like, overpaying people for a service for $20 fucking a month, and you still have to sit through commercials. I think it's worse. And I watch our fucking movie once on Put Locker. So yeah, no. Even these news articles, man. I just want to see the. Oh, here it is. Oh, it's a. Oh no, no! Please don't tell me this is a TikTok. It is a fucking TikTok. Can I get this on YouTube? I am not going to taint my computer with anything TikTok. Yes, I watch YouTube Shorts, but that's YouTube. I'm not going to taint my stuff with freaking TikTok. Not because I think China's involved. I don't get it. So, Florida man belly flops on news. Barrett belly flops in Florida pool. That was 9 years ago. I've seen this already. Man, no one got the video of it. Man, I was in the tropical storm Derby. Was it really that bad? point where, huh? Well, like I say, I feel like people in Florida, if you live on the coast in Florida and your house gets washed out to sea, I'm sorry, but history repeats itself. You don't have any reason to complain. You knew exactly what was going to happen. You did the same thing, and then it happened. It's like, it's the same idea like Sam Kinison said. You go where the food is. If you can fix a problem, fix the fucking problem. You know, you live on the coast of Florida, your house gets washed out to sea, then you make a house in the same fucking location just for the same damn thing to happen. Sorry, none of us feel bad for you. So, yeah, I'm sorry for everyone. Hopefully everyone's okay in Florida. I mean, I don't really care. I don't like your state anyways, but I don't wish harm on anyone. But yeah, just don't complain when your house is floating out in like the Gulf of Mexico or something. And just remember, you knew exactly what was going to happen. You bolted there. Take responsibility for your actions. So yeah, no, I can't even find. So yeah, I can't find it, but just for shits and giggles, let's watch the bear belly flop in the Florida pool because bears are cool and maybe we all need like a good laugh. So let me.
It's hot in Florida.
This was like 9 years ago. It's old news, but sometimes, yeah, I can't find. I don't know. It was on the news. The dude jumped off of a boat during the hurricane and belly flopped. And the news anchor was like laughing his ass off. For some reason, I can't find the video anymore. I don't know if they took it off. Or I'm just stupid and can't find anything anymore. One of those two. I would just hope it'd be the first one. Because I feel like I'm not stupid, but alright.
So what is a bear to do but belly flop into the pool? This is how Bruiser, the 600-pound grizzly, cools off at his wildlife sanctuary. He also has a surfboard, which we figure is more practical than an inflatable raft with those claws.
But remember, kids, as cute as they are, yeah, don't go near them. Don't try to hug them. It's like panda bears. Like people are like, oh, pandas are cute. Trust me, pandas are my spirit animal. Dirt. And look at the fucking name of this podcast. What do you think the Chinacat was? It's a fucking panda bear. Panda. Panda. There's another panda over there. Probably have another 5 of them. But as cute as they are, you go up and try to hug them, they rip your face off. And then eat you. Yeah. And a little known fact, I know this is from Fallout, but California has a similar flag. You know, there's not a single grizzly bear in California. Like, they were all, like, killed off. Like, literally the fucking flag is a grizzly bear. Except they annihilated all of them. So there's really none. So, yeah, I thought it was kind of stupid. Not stupid, it's kind of sad. You should just transport them to Utah and let the Mormons deal with them. But yeah, if you learn anything on this podcast, one, don't buy Intel. Anything after the 13th, 14th gen, the i7, i9s, don't do that. Go Ryzen. Take the extra work. Bears get hot too, so they get flopped in the pool. And I guess don't make comments about childless cat ladies when you're a politician, because your ex-wife is going to try to blow up your spot. I don't understand that. I don't even know what to even call this episode. Like, it was meat spilled everywhere in Oakland because of idiots. think the only actual positive thing about this whole thing was a bear belly flopping in a pool in Florida. Yeah. Well, you guys have a beautiful week. I'll see you next week, or even before then. I might make another video. I've been, as you can tell, putting out more content, trying to do something structured. Trust me. Be patient. It will get better. But you guys all have a beautiful week, and bonjour. I know it doesn't mean goodbye, but whatever. Deal with it.